My people, my people. Good afternoon, family. Let me see who all we got in here. Okay, Pace. Let me see. Mikey Ward, Jack Lay, Heather, Amanda, Gigi. Now you know I can't say all that. Mateus slashing cars. I can't say all that. Type your name in there. Sandy. I see you. Flutter by Blue. Melanie. You Girl Boxing. Here for it. Jen Marriott. Hey Jen. That's what's up. Danielle. We Jenny. Sister Moon. Jinxie 44. Rick Rowe. Sean Jeffrey. Free just to be 37. I hear that. Hopefully no ground. I'm with you. None of them possums. Scorcio. Man, I'm so honored to have y'all here with me. Awake and aware. All right. You made it. That's right, Sandy. Jack Lay. Okay. All right. All right. Let me see. I appreciate y'all, man. It humbles me to get on here and see that y'all elected to come try this with me again. Still envious of your Jill Scott. Man, listen, when I tell you, like seriously, and I don't even use those words loosely. When I tell you that that was by far the best performance, live performance that I've been a part of, and it wasn't even just about her voice, it was about the energy, the ambiance of her performance. It was about it was the whole thing was a vibe. Like even if you didn't like none of her songs, that whole time you would have been in there just vibing. That was a special concert. Special concert. I would rather go see her live than buy her records. Like real talk. All right, Rick Rowe, I appreciate you being here in the first place. We have to practice playing drums. Tim from Wisconsin. Yeah, look at it. Fingers. Yeah, you're right. Sister Moon, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. You know what? I'm gonna try this. Let me try this right now before we even get started and they start playing with me. I'm gonna look to make sure that this shit is gonna play for y'all. I'm sorry. Let me finishing up a long walk before it gets too hot, so I might be quiet for a few, but then I'll be on way. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, because it's definitely warming up. I'm in my office here, and I haven't got the AC and all that kind of stuff hooked up yet. So I'm you know banking on air coming from other sections of the house. So hey, let's I'm with you on the heat. So if I start dripping sweat from the top of my bald head, I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. Laser child, I'm telling you right now, today I want you to keep yourself under control. All right, I see you in there. Don't start. Let me see. Let me push play on this. Y'all tell me if y'all hear some sound. Make sure that I got this corrected before we actually start playing this stream. Let me know if y'all can hear this. I'm gonna wait until I see somebody say we hear it. My man, thank you so much. I wish I could say all that, man. Type your name in there for me so I can, because I appreciate you so much, man. It's not even funny. Can you hear the sound now? You guys are hearing the sound? I need a bunch of yeses. Yes, yes. All right. That's what I'm talking about. I told y'all I got it fixed. I told y'all I got it fixed. So let me give y'all a quick explanation. Yeah, that's what's up. Let me give y'all a quick explanation. See, my son is in communications. He's in audio-visual communications, production, stuff like that in college. And so, he helped me set up my system on the computer. But I told y'all I'm not a technical person. I don't really know how to do all that little gimmicky stuff that he set me up with. So when I record my videos for y'all, everything is separated into tracks so that way I can adjust the levels and make sure everything's right for y'all. What I didn't know was the last time that I set this up is YouTube doesn't allow for multiple tracks. Everything has to be tracked on the same track. So I had to go into the settings and take the YouTube video or the streaming video or whatever I'm using. I had to take that video off of its identified track and move it over onto the track where my voice was so that everything would be on one track. And that's the only way that YouTube would allow the music to play on the stream. So my voice and the music are on the same track. So whatever this finished product is, I can't adjust the levels. It's just gonna have to be what it is. But that's the reason why it wouldn't play last time, because just say Mateus. Okay, got you. Got you. Mateus, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. You have shown up multiple times to show love to Old Heads Media monetarily. And I appreciate y'all so much. For those of y'all who, choose to contribute to the channel, you don't know have any idea how much that warms my heart to sit back and think, you guys are willing to pour into me in that way. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. Um, but yeah, so they wouldn't let me, they wouldn't let me stream it unless I singled out all the tracks. So if anybody else has the issues, if you're using OBS software, yes, that's right, Jen Merritt. If anybody else is using OBS for their streams or anything like that, whenever you're actually going on live to stream, whatever track your voice is on, track one, you also have to move the audio to that setting as well, so that way it will all play when you go live. So yeah, you're right. Hey Rocco, everybody click the like button. I don't have to do that homework on here, even though I will. Okay, come on, listen. Make sure y'all hit the like button while you're on here with me today. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all who've elected to join me live that are not already subscribed to Old Heads Media, please consider, subscribing to the channel. I appreciate y'all being here. We would love to have you stay here. And make sure that you hit the notification bell so you can stay up on everything that we do on Old Heads Media. There. Homework done. Hey everybody. Mr. Games from Twitch. All right, Rick Rowe. I appreciate all y'all. That's right. Don't forget to push like. Thank you, Jen, because if you hadn't said that, I might have forgot to say it. Y'all are showing so much love. I see the hearts going up, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. All right. Well, listen, let's go ahead and do what we came here to do. Let's start going through this album. I already said when you guys couldn't hear the music last time, but I'll repeat myself for what I said. When we first started playing it, Madhouse came on. And just the way that it came in with the it started, you know what I'm saying? And then the music and everything. And the concept of what Madhouse was about and the title of the album, Asylum, you know, honestly, as far as like organization and structure of the album, I don't think that I could have picked a better song as the opener to this album. Like that was perfect. Even the way that the song came in, like sounded like, okay, let's go. So I think Madhouse was, I don't know how the structure, I mean, I know all the songs, but I'm going to listen to it play through and I'll kind of get a feel for how I feel the structure of the album went. But right now I can tell you, I think Madhouse is the perfect song to launch the album with. Laser Child, alumni is ready. That's what's up. So, hey, listen. Also, for those of y'all that are on here, you know that I took the poll. I asked y'all on the last live. I took the poll for the name, Professor Michael or Professor O. From what I can see so far, Professor Michael is winning by a landslide. So it looks like I'm gonna be saying Professor Michael, but I am stuck on that alumni. So if y'all, just like y'all call yourself the Renegades, for those of y'all that elect to follow me, if y'all want to call yourself alumni, that's what I'm gonna call y'all, my alumni. The people that show up, the people that support, the people that have participated in, the people, you know what I'm saying, like members of the university. You guys are, Old Heads Media alumni. So yeah, OH alumni. So yeah, that's what I'm calling y'all. Professor Michael in my headphones, drumming sticks in my hands. Hey, multitasking. Oh my God, I actually made it. Although, Debbie, yeah, you made it. You're never late. You're never late. You guys are never late. When you show up, that's good enough. You got here when you could get here. That's not late. Just having you on here is enough for me. I ain't gonna never say where you been, except for Laser Child. Last time he came on here, I had to tell him where you were. You late, but that's just for him. Alumni president. That's what's up. Yes, Sandy. Yes. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Let's get this first song out the way. First song, I'm sure all of y'all have probably listened to this. Alumni Reporting, Sister Moon. That's what's up. I'm sure all of y'all have listened to this album probably 1,000 times by now, but this is 1,001. I have listened to Laser Child. I have listened to the album a few times as well, but it's only by songs. Like I've gone through and listened to individual songs, going back listening to the reactions. This is my first time listening to the album in order. I always try to save what I do for when I'm with y'all. So this is my first time actually going through the album song by song, one by one in order. So I get a chance to do that with y'all. All right. Let me see. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep up with this chat too. Last time we did the live, I had more fun talking to y'all than anything. So I gotta try to keep myself from just sitting here talking to y'all forever. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. First song, Madhouse. Let's go. I agree with you. It's never a waste of time to listen to this album. I wish YouTube wouldn't run the ads in the middle of the song or in the middle of I wish they wouldn't do that.
Attention all inpatients. There's been an escape. Everyone back to your fucking cells now.
Alumni classes in session, yes.
Ren came to bring the place down. Off in this madhouse, I make my way round. My marbles all gone, they lost and ain't found. This rubber room's home, the hall's my playground. We them loony bin prisoners full of piss and the vinegar and plans to make it up the perimeter. So I left the guard's throat slit to steal his outfit and slipped away quick and dipped out with the visitors.
Hey, you got the whole album memorized now, Rocco?
It's sick boy in the web. Real twisted kids that grew up to misfits, but shocks the shoe fit, so we cook up hits for mad lunatics. Cause a sick world needs some sick music, and a sick boy Webby we do produce it.
All guards report in now. This is not a fucking drill.
So everybody gather round. It's the greatest show in town. And when the voices get too loud.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been doing that lately, Sister Moon. Just go in and purchase the YouTube Premium, so that way you don't have to have any ads come across your screen while you watch.
Feel nothing, I just wanna feel something. Let me demonstrate my method of spontaneous combustion. I'm busting, concussed with adrenaline rushing. Pick up the whole raw bench press like it's nothing. Fuck 'em. Struck up a car, head bottom. Where's the buttons on this straight jacket, Webby?
We them loose screwed impatience. We twisted impatient, gifted with skills, afflicted with greatness. Both a bit sick and shit is contagious. That's why we're locked in cells down in the basement. Man, ain't never seen no kind of shit like Ren and Webby did it. All you other rappers gotta find a way to level with it. Someone crack a window, we about to let the devil in it. Cause we don't run from the madness, we revel in it. Run for your fucking lives! They've taken over!
So everybody gather round. It's the greatest show in town.
Yeah, everybody gather around. The greatest show in town. This is the perfect song to start the album out with.
Just come on down.
Well, I'm the king of prescriptions, a compound pharmacy. So place your
No,
bets, what
no, the
side
artists
effects will you
get
get? It's a
revenue from
mystery.
YouTube Premium.
The doctor
If you
says
get
he'll
YouTube
cure
Premium, the
me
artists
with all
still
these
get revenue
magic pills.
from
They say
YouTube
these
Premium
meds gon' fix
pays
my
them
head, but I don't think they
even
will.
without the ads.
Yeah, I still qualify as mentally ill. Me too, get the meds and I'll snort them with the bill. Rap chill, you gotta stop acting like a heathen.
I actually don't know what the percentage is. I don't know what the split is for it though, but they still get paid.
Let's run them up till they lock us back up. Fuck that, bad luck, cause I'm fast as fuck, no catching up. They won't see me back in court. I heard that. Fuck it, I'm lost, my mind's manic.
I'm gonna answer that question when I pause. That's a good question.
Doing it live, damn it, till we go down like the band on the Titanic.
Yeah, so I love Madhouse as the opening track to this. I really do. Madhouse is so fire. So fire. And it's the perfect way to start this off. 1 second. It looks like can't wait to get my CD and my t-shirt too. I need to hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm unplugging something in here because it keeps popping up on my screen and I don't want it. Okay. Um think that's why I never got. Yeah, so you're not cutting. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit up and lie to you. I don't know what the revenue split is, but I know that whenever someone is monetized on YouTube, they get monetization from both ads and YouTube Premium subscribers. So even if you have YouTube Premium, the artist still gets paid. Now I don't know if it's the same split though, as opposed to being able to run 5 or 6 ads during a video. I don't know if it's the same split. I ain't never sat down and broke it down like that, but they will still get money from your streams. um Unfortunately, like even somebody like me, I have to have YouTube Premium, because if not, when I'm reacting to a video when I'm reacting to a video with you guys, you would see all those ads popping up during the video. So I have to have YouTube Premium when I do my reactions so that they don't get interrupted. With Premium, you become the revenue. um so let me go back and make sure that I remember who it was that asked the question. Man, these things move fast. Who are my top 3? Okay, Liam, Patrick. Who are my top 3 rappers and why? And which albums are your all-time favorite? Okay, so my top 3 rappers. Are we going as far as like ability? Um, who I listen to the most? Like, what are you saying as far as top 3 rappers? Because those are different. Like my top 3 technical skilled rappers are different than my top 3 favorite rappers. Like, which ones are you asking? Impatient Tattoo. That's what's up. Liam, which one do you need from me? Do you want my top 3 favorite or my top 3 most skilled? Like the ones that I claim to be like the best. Top 3 rappers have to be in technical skilled. Technical skilled. Okay, that's good. So my top 3 technically skilled rappers are probably not going to be in alignment with a lot of other people's. My first one, believe it or not, and probably should not be, a surprise to a lot of people that follow hip hop, is going to be Eminem. Technically skilled. Um, Early in his career, Eminem already had skill. He had technical skill even back before he got signed. Going back and listening to his old demos and things like that, he was always technically skilled. Um, but he made a little bit more song oriented, structured songs that were song oriented in the first half of his career, and shock value type stuff and things like that. And then as his career has matured, he's focused more on the technical. So his last 2 or 3 albums have not been for the hip hop fan song fan sort of thing. His his last couple albums have been for the hip hop enthusiast, the guy who really studies hip hop, technical abilities, stuff like that. That has been um that has been a guy that he has literally mastered the craft of penmanship. Literally. Um, there is nobody better with the pen than him. So you're right. Eminem practically restructured the rap game. He did. He did with the way that he introduced his lyricism and stuff like that. I mean, metaphors, doubles, triples, all that kind of stuff were already coming into the game. Were already prevalent in the game. I mean, Rakim did that. Already prevalent in the game. But when you got to um, a point to where like you had to decipher whether you were here or here. And Eminem set the bar so high that he forced all the other MCs to step their game up. You know what I'm saying? The ones that cared, the ones that weren't in it just for the bag. So you're right, he did restructure the game. So Eminem, yes, is number one. I kind of got a tie at number two. So I guess I'm gonna give you four. I got a tie at number two between two old school cats would be Nas and KRS-One. Nas and KRS-One to me lyrically um, are unmatched, and a lot of people can't stomach KRS-One because of his aggressive, because of sometimes this, his pro-black kind of stance that he's on a lot of times. But as far as lyrical ability, um, if you listen to KRS-One, he's got a new album. Well, it's not new. It's a couple years old now, but it's called Boom Bap something. I can't think the whole name off the top of my head, but Return of the Boom Bap or something like that. But if you go listen to his album that he came out with a couple years ago, not his newest one, the next to last, look for the title Boom Bap. If you listen to that album, there's not a better technical album out right now that I've heard than that one. KRS-One to me is undoubtedly, and he's one of the people that I latched onto when I was already writing raps, but when I heard, Boogie Down Productions, My Philosophy, when I heard that song, bro, it was over for me. It was over for me. I think I had the record of that, and I played that until it skipped every time you put it on. It didn't have no more wax on the record. Um, and then Rakim. Anybody that knows me, especially if y'all saw my Rakim reaction and seen how I was, I'm a kid. I don't get that. That's gonna always be my. He right behind Eminem. That's my number two, and then Nas and KRS-One are tied at three. So I guess I gave you four. Um, what else we got? Eminem is a student of the game and always shows homage too. Yeah, that's facts. What about rappers who are not so well known? Uh, Rappers that are not so well known. I don't know if any of y'all have really dug into my list right this second or to my archive, but I'm gonna tell you one rapper that I am a diehard fan of. That if you guys get the opportunity to go check out any of his freestyles, go check them out. Please go check them out. Um, King Los. Go check out King Los. The way that he puts together songs and the way that he uses words and the way that he throws in doubles and triples, and he's kind of reminds me of Ren, but more hip hop than Ren, is like nothing that he says means what he says. So you gotta really pay attention to him. King Los is so phenomenal. He's like he's like a degree or two lesser than Eminem. The dude is ridiculous. Black Thought. Black Thought to me is for those that know hip hop, I shouldn't even have to mention Black Thought. Um, but Black Thought is I tell you one that most people sleep on. And he's not a little known artist, but not where he should be. Is Most Def. Most Def is phenomenal lyrically. And he goes back a little bit. Most people know Most Def more from his acting than his rap now, because most of the stuff he does is underground. But those are just a few people right there. NWA straighten out of Compton, yeah, yeah, man. Jen Merritt, yeah. King Los, King Los is no joke. Yeah, if you his lyrically, he's hard. Yeah, Black Thought is fire. Black Thought is that guy. I'm sitting up here in my office sweating. I told y'all if y'all see me dripping up, I gotta hurry up and get my air working in here. But y'all love me anyway. Y'all will deal with it. Um, okay, all right. So the Kendrick Lamar conversation came up. Lupe is a monster. Yeah, yeah. Listen, I can sit up here and name them all if y'all want to, but we're not getting this album done. I can't name all of them. I'm a big fan of a lot of them. I'm just kind of naming the top ones that pop in my head right this second. Kendrick Lamar. Um, so here's what I'm gonna say about Kendrick. I love Kendrick. I love Kendrick. Kendrick is more. I'm more fascinated with Kendrick's artistry. I'm more fascinated with Kendrick's cadences. I'm more fascinated with Kendrick's, the way that he, the rhythm and poetry aspect of it. I always feel like I'm listening to a poem. He's very poetic with the way that he lays out his flows and stuff like that. When it comes to, I know he won a Pulitzer. Pulitzer, am I saying that right? However you say it. And I've always been a big fan of Kendrick's lyrics. But I'll be honest when I tell you, when I stack him next to um, some of the, like for acrobatic wise, he's right there in the top. But when it comes to uh, the content, I don't always I don't always put him right in the top of the lyrical category. Um, I don't know if that makes sense because I don't want to feel like I'm taking a shot at him because his lyrics are phenomenal and he is one of the most lyrical artists in the game right now. But as far as like being able to use all the different metaphors and all the different and have your brain thinking the way that like an Eminem or the way that a King Los does or something like that, I don't know if I put him there. I don't know if I put him there, but his cadence and his technical skill is fire. But his pen to me isn't on that same level. I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm taking shots at him because Kendrick is one of my favorite. And Lupe is ridiculous. But like I said, I can't sit up here and name all of them just at once. Gonna have to check that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't hear that song with Black Thought and Linkin Park either. I'm gonna have to dive into that one. Chris Webby is good. Chris Webby is good. The Roots. I like Raw too. That's why I said it's a lot of them. We could sit, honestly, that's a day where we need to go live and just sit and have a conversation because like there's a lot of them that I could name. I'm gonna tell y'all somebody nobody ever puts in the conversation. Maybe it's because of the acting, maybe it's because of the gimmicks, maybe a lot of people don't like some of the recent interactions that he's had, or maybe it's because his albums were never taken serious. But I'm gonna tell you somebody that if you that people sleep on, maybe not recent, but the old version of them, Will Smith needs to be in the category. A lot of people sleep on him because he's not really somebody that you think of when you say top lyricist. But don't sleep on Will Smith. I'm telling you, Will Smith can rap. No, I haven't heard of Coffee. I'm gonna have to check that out. Ren is good too. Yeah, I mean Ren and Webby, we already know that's what we're here for. When we're talking about my favorites, one of my favorite rappers to listen to, and to me is one of the greatest storytellers of all time. Everybody identifies that as like Slick Rick, the greatest storyteller. You've got um, Dana Dane was known as a storyteller, both UK artists. You got artists like that. Tupac was actually more of a storyteller than a lyricist to me. Like I'm not one of the ones that agree that Tupac deserves to be in the greatest lyricist of all times. He was one of the greatest storytellers of all times. And with his emotion and his passion and his energy and stuff like that, it came across like he was spitting bars. But he wasn't one of the greatest technical rappers in the world. He just had a passion that you could not get past. So, yeah, I don't put him in my top five lyricists of all time. But Tupac is one of the greatest storytellers that's ever existed. Um, so let me see. Uh, to me, my favorite storyteller of all time is uh is Scarface. We don't hear his name in enough conversations, but Scarface, the rapper Scarface, Brad Jordan from Houston, Texas, is one of the greatest storytellers this game has ever seen. Um, I wish that that he would get more love. I'm actually going to be covering some of his stuff too in some of my classic conversations that we're going to do. Yeah, you're right. There are so many great MCs. We could spend days naming all of them. You're right. I can't name all of them in one. Um, I liked his poetry book too. I've got a Rose That Grew from Concrete, and I've got another one. I've got another book. Um, but I think there was three of them, three or four of them that were written about him. But yeah, the poetry book was fire. Tupac's sound when rapping was good to the ear. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Like the passion, his voice, the everything about Tupac. He was you could connect with him. Like he made you feel him, which put him in that top tier of rappers, which is why he's on the Mount Rushmore of rappers. You know what I'm saying? In most people's eyes. But if we're talking about technical ability, if you go listen to some of him like bar for bar, he wasn't the most technical rapper. Yes, young Ice Cube. Facts. Facts. Tupac and Eminem. Yeah, Tupac was definitely easy to listen to. That's why some of these conversations sometimes they could sound uh out of context a little bit because in no way whatsoever am I taking away Tupac's legacy. And I am one of the biggest Tupac fans there is. I love Tupac. But you were asking the question about technical ability, and I have to be honest. It's me being fair to y'all. I have to be honest. Jid is definitely in the conversation. Jid, Jid is one of the ones that we better watch out for because lyrically, technically, he may take over. He may take over. Like he's the next Eminem with that pen. Real talk. Laser Child, did you say George Michael? Let me see if I can delete that from the chat. Q-Tip. I love Q-Tip. I love Q-Tip. Tribe Called Quest. Okay, we're gonna get on these conversations because we're gonna do classic conversations, and I'm gonna actually do some lives where we go in and we, investigate impacts and all that kind of stuff on, the genres of music and the times and the years and the days and so forth and so on. We're gonna have those conversations because you're right. Everybody that you're mentioning deserve a discussion. Q-Tip actually played a big part in the change in the evolution of hip hop. Tribe Called Quest. You know what I mean? So there's a lot that the conversation needs to go farther than just who's the best rapper. Are there people who can rap in two-part harmony? I'll be damned. I see y'all on one today. Y'all on y'all are on one today. Yeah, Dear Mama. Dear Mama was fire. But there actually was there, yeah, but I can see that. I can see that. I don't even have a comment to that one. Dear Mama was fire. Dear Mama was fire. Me being a Tupac lover and going back to the very beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like there was a couple of songs that to me hit harder than Dear Mama, but I understand because of the importance of what he was saying and what that song was about, that song grabbed a lot of people more than a lot of his other stuff did. Yeah, yeah. All right. So let me go ahead. I'll keep reading the chat. We can continue these conversations. Let's get into the next song, Instigator. All right, let's go. Before that chat gets past me, I will acknowledge that George Michael's vocals are underrated. I agree with that. Just Laser Child, I need to talk to him about introducing him into the greatest like lyricists. But let's go.
Watch the world collapse out, driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator. 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 Steady with it, like machete with it, heavy with it, shred and kill it.
But wait a minute, I already did it.
Webby did it. Welcome to the clinic, I'm a surgeon cutting lyrics and raising spirits in this motherfucker. Step to the rhythm, shovel, treble and bass. This culture is a breeding ground for my mistakes. I pray for a better way to waste my time. Don't wait until tomorrow when I take what's mine. Cold and calculated, that's the instigator. Not intimidated, I'm a force of nature. Fate dictates a place where the penny will drop. Heads roll, calmer, let the guillotine chop.
E-Tech Connect, thanks for the Unk Alert.
Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator.
Meds pop, dread locked in, you could get got. Light a cig with the dead eye for the headshot. Feds watch, we the sickest puppies in the pet shop.
And they ain't fucking with the sick boy in the web truck.
Hell nah, we done whack jobs with the mice fours. Strike first, the attack dogs, we ignite wars. Run things from a dark cell, let the psych ward. Choke them to death with the mic cord. See, I went to battle in Athens, I spilled the blood of Olympus. Stepped through the ashes of castles and torn asunder my
Don't leave me hanging on like a
hieroglyphics with King Tut as my witness, then turned and murdered them for witnessing like government business. Don't give a fuck about riches, the power, money, your bitch.
Sandy for the floating heart. Thank you.
Is the rain a thing I got in common with the one of you bitches? I just want blood on the fucking blade that I stuck in you bitches and get a workout shovel in the grave I dug for you bitches. Well,
sell $1 for a dime. Watch the world collapse. I'm driving across that county line. Once I do, I won't look back. Daylight knocking at my door. Staring to the sun in times of peace, I'll go to war. Instigator, sweet defeat, the sweetest wine. Pick your poison from the vine. Win or losing, I don't mind.
Yeah, I do too. His rapping on this song was cool.
Falling apart and I watch as it burns. Instigator.
DK Lioness. All right, have a great day, my friend.
Oi. Instigator. Instigator.
I love that song, and you're right. Webby's cadence and everything on that song. I found it interesting that was the one song, Instigator. I think there was a couple more on here that they decided to give us a bridge on this song. That was kind of cool. It was unexpected when I first heard the song. It was like that bridge don't even fit, but somehow was perfect. That's how good they are. It don't even fit, but still was perfect for that song. Does not have a song to skip. No, I agree with that. I agree with that. I love that song too. I loved it too. I appreciate y'all sending the jewels. You know what I'm saying? And again, for those that have, hey, speaking of that, for those that have contributed, I want to mention something to y'all, and it doesn't apply now, just for the ones that are on here, so that y'all have it in y'all head. I was actually talking to a couple of people about this, and I know that some of y'all have been gracious enough to want to contribute to the channel to try to help us grow, to try to help us be able to sustain what I'm doing over here. And so you guys have been sending monetary gifts and things like that. Man, that stuff touches me so much. There are times when I sit by myself and I can't, control the emotion of the fact that y'all care enough about me, or that y'all enjoy what I do enough to want to contribute to it. So that stuff warms my heart. I want to ask y'all though, if hitting the thanks button on the videos and all that kind of stuff is easier for you, I'd appreciate, I'm thankful for that and I always appreciate that. But for those of you who have access to, in the description, we have the Old Heads Media Cash App, we have the Old Heads Media PayPal. For any of you guys that have that access, personally, I would prefer that you use those, or even in the merch store. And the only reason, it's not that I poo-poo on anything that comes from the thanks tab or the super gifts or any of that kind of stuff. I am grateful for that. I'm just trying to put y'all up on YouTube split of your contributions that you make from the thanks tab is ridiculous. It's like criminal what they do to the creators sometimes. And just to give you an example, for somebody that contributes, $10, you know what I'm saying, to the channel, Old Heads Media may only see like 475 of that. Like YouTube splits that up and they keep the good majority of that contribution. So anytime a creator has like a PayPal or has like a Cash App or one of those other places that you can contribute, I can almost guarantee you that all of them will tell you that they appreciate that more than the thanks tab, because YouTube gets more of your contribution when it comes to that thanks tab. I don't know how many people actually know that. So I wanted to make sure that y'all were aware of that. Now, if hitting the thanks tab is the easiest method for you when you decide to contribute, man, listen, it still melts my heart when I get that stuff and I get those notifications. But it always irritates me when I go back in and I look through the final analysis and stuff like that, and YouTube tells me that they've taken most of your contribution. That to me, that's not right to the creators, and it's not right to you guys who have contributed to the creators. So I say yes, join the Patreon membership, Jack Lay. I appreciate that so much. I've seen you over there, and I appreciate that. No, the merch is not direct to me, but the split is direct to me. So what I mean is my merch is connected to where it's print to order. You know what I mean? So when you guys order one of my designs from the print store, they collect the value of the product, and then Old Heads Media actually collects what's left over. So you guys are getting the product at wholesale, and and Old Heads Media collects the retail price. So yes is the answer. Whatever the value of that is does come collect to me. Direct to me, minus the cost of the shirt, if that makes sense. So, but it's sad that, yeah, YouTube, yeah, yeah, I believe it is that YouTube takes no, I think they take a little bit more than a third. I think they take a little bit more than a third. Like I said, I've been checking out some of the final results, and like for the average $10 contribution, YouTube, usually I receive anywhere between 475 to 525, something like that, off a $10 contribution. So it's not, so I think they take closer to half. No, I have not tried listening to the video. Oh, you're talking about with the caskets. I haven't tried that yet either. We're gonna do it now because I'm gonna play it. It's in order. I'm not gonna skip anything. Caskets was hard for me the first time. Thank you so much, Liam. I appreciate you for that encouragement. I'm hoping we get up there. You know what I'm saying? I am enjoying more than y'all can imagine spending time with y'all. So this is more fun to me than listening to the music, just talking to y'all. But you're right. The algorithm these days are terrible. And I don't know if you guys have seen any of my notifications that I put into videos lately, but make sure every time you guys go into a channel that you check your notification settings, because the way YouTube has it set up now is if you don't visit a page for a certain amount of days, if I release, multiple videos and you haven't checked them, then for some reason they disable your notifications. So when I start putting out new videos, you may not know about it. So you have to constantly check that, because I don't know why YouTube has automatically started disabling um, notifications. I think it's because I think they want to try to push you to newer people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you being loyal to one person, they want to try to spread you out. But also they figure if I've put out a couple of videos and you haven't watched them, then you're not interested in my channel anymore. So they'll disable your notifications, which I don't think is fair. They shouldn't be able to do that for you, especially if you've opted to get notifications. That shouldn't be something that they can do automatically. But We know how structure works sometimes, right? Yes, I am still very early in the rabbit hole, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm keeping going down it. I'm gonna keep going down it. By the time I'm done, I am going to be very well. Have you thought about an email list like Knox? I have actually considered that. I think I may start that. I think I may actually start that. My email, anybody can reach me anytime. My email is in the description. So I've had several people that have, thought about reaching out to me, and I've had conversations with, via email already. I just haven't collected y'all emails, but I have thought about it, and it's something that I may do pretty soon. I would love that. I would love that. Yeah, that's right. Ladies and child, YouTube thinks you don't know what you want. Or they think you do know what you want and they don't want you to want what you want. So they want to be able to force you to want what they want you to want. Yeah, they clearly want to push the shorts. That's definite. All right. So I'm gonna keep reading. Let's go ahead and get into number 3, neurodivergent. I'm gonna jump up from my seat for just a second, just so that I can go grab me a piece of paper towel for this bald head. But I will be right back. Neurodivergent. Let's get it. Come on now. There we go.
Stay calm, boy. My thoughts are burning like a napalm. I think I need to get away from this noise. I hate the places that I came from. Destroy, I'm burning a message from the preacher. Subliminal, out the speaker. I never paid attention either. There's something strange about my demeanor. Don't feel pity for this sick boy. I've been sitting pretty with prescriptions, flipping stimulation, edibles, it's medicine, cerebellum, repairable, tweaking the biochemical, peaking, I'm feeling incredible. But wait a second, need dopamine, my focus goes towards smoke machine, precursor bird from L-tyrosine, and my racetrack doors very psychedelic.
No, don't ever be worried about it. Don't ever be worried about it. If you want to send me an email, you send me an email. That's why we put it in there. We put it in there because we love hearing from y'all outside of here, where we can have actual personal conversations with you guys. Sometimes you guys reach out to me and you may share things with me in email that you won't share in the comment section. So I thoroughly enjoy that, making connection with people. So don't ever be afraid to send me an email. You're not bothering me.
Neurodivergent. They told me I was broken. Nothing but a defect in my head. Said that I was hopeless. Just a fucking reject hanging on by a thread. But after all the pills that they got me, it turned me to a zombie.
Yeah, I already include Webby, but Ren. I already include Ren in my list of those top technical, people. I already do. But I figured that answer was too obvious. So I didn't say that while we were on here.
Tunnels my vision, but see this world's an asylum and shit. We all in the system, and our sanity's the motherfucking cost of admission. You see that glitch in the algorithm, that's me. Don't fit in the crowd, I lift a boundary. Going sick, let it out and flip. They found me with the misfits round, so bitch allow me to show 'em what I came to do. Shut the blinds and keep the noise down, cause it's about time to let them all into a madman's mind. Not well, but hell, I feel fine. Go, off script, state this whoa,
That's
got
facts.
twisted.
That's facts.
Whoa, top lip split, explode, whoa, misfit, don't fit. What makes a person neurodivergent? Sick for certain. Neurodivergent.
I'm gonna eventually get to all them songs. They may not be in the time that you guys would probably, because everybody has their preferences. So there may not be times that everybody wants them, but I'm gonna get to them. So stay with me, y'all. Stay with me.
Sick entirely.
No, I haven't listened to that one yet. Everybody's been telling me about For Joe. I haven't caught that one yet.
Or might not
and sobriety. Doctors lining up to lie to me. Speak too much, they try to silence me.
Child. I just saw that you popped in here. My fault.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, no, I haven't listened to For Joe yet. I'm gonna be getting to that one. Like I said, I'm gonna get to all of them. I'm gonna get to every single one of them. And for those of y'all that that don't know, I will reiterate what I always say. I have intentionally, so just in case you wonder if I listen to Ren when I'm not on here with y'all, I listen to the songs that I've already listened to. I listen to the songs that I've reacted to. I do listen to, some of the stuff that, that he posts, or I watch some of the videos that he posts behind the scenes over on the Patreon, things like that. I do watch some of that stuff. As far as like digging in to his Ren Makes Stuff channel or to his Ren Makes Music channel, I don't really sit down and play those channels. But it's not because I don't desire to, it's with intention. It's because I know that I'm going to be, I know that I'm going to be going through this stuff with y'all. And y'all know by now that I like for my reactions to be authentic. So I don't want to give myself a heads up by going and listening to the stuff and then coming back and doing a reaction to it. I like y'all to get my natural emotion. I like to catch the bars for the first time. I like to do all that stuff. So no, the songs that I haven't reacted to, I have not listened to purposefully, but I will be getting to them. Just a question for the non-English listener. Well, I guess that's not for me. Yeah, that's another one that everybody's been. You guys, you know what? Before you go into the chat, which one would you like me to do next? So I was thinking about what my next playlist is going to be. I've had kind of equal recommendations. Some people have said do the love music. Some people have said do the chapters. So as we go through here, I'm going to kind of gauge y'all response. Which ones would you like me to do next? It's either going to be chapters or love music. Which one do y'all want to see the reactions to? All right. I'm going to go ahead and get into song number 4. Honestly, so far of me going back and playing the songs, like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just the feel of it, the sound of it, like the structure of it. To me, Down the Road is my favorite song. So uh I don't know what it is about this song, but it just grabs me every time I play it. But let's go. That's my number one. I've got like 2 or 3 that are in there, but number 1 to me is Down the Road.
I took my possession down the road. All that I own down the road. Set out at nighttime.
The chapters with love music in between chapters. That's actually a good idea.
And with God is my witness. Down the road. There's to the man.
Chapters should be live. You guys would sit down for me doing those live.
Never something so familiar about it. A certain kind of aura pouring all around him. Looking fresh to death, his suit, it was astounding. I caught his eye and then I felt like I was drowning. Standing at a crossroad and the dull glow of the lit bowl flicker silently, quietly tiptoed on the long road, and the man spoke to me quite excitedly. Hello, dear fellow. And he tipped his hat and he smiled invitingly. Who knows why you felt this, but I felt like someone lit a fire in me. And I felt my stomach turning, I turned and I tried to find the word and concerned, and the feeling disconcerting. It's strange, but I felt this weird yearning.
Seeing a lot of chapters.
That was urging me over, and then to start conversing, I reached out my hand, he shook it during. He leaned in and said something disturbing. All I gotta know
is your desires? Is it fame or fortune you aspire? To get up out this life that you've been living. Follow me, I'll walk you through the fire. I got every type of flavor in. You should see the budget of the catering. I don't wanna come off as a salesman, but
I'm with you on that between Down the Road and Asylum. That's how I felt.
I'll read every thought that's on your mind, cause I know you got a name, so why don't you just write it on this line?
I kind of feel that too. Not live because they think they need my full attention. I'm with that.
You fully understand, but I promise that you will in time, so just make a choice. So I stood frozen at the crossroads of time. Took hold of his paper.
You know, I haven't done Eden yet.
And I leaned down.
Yeah, that mix idea is actually a good idea.
Still remember back where I was from. See, I was the favorite, the morning sun. See, I had ideas, but they said they're too grand. So they casted me out without reason to doubt. Now there's blood on my hands. I've been that one with the
Me too, the bluesy side of me.
But never run, following the calling. I've been all in with the barrel of a loaded gun aimed at the masses, at their masses. Yeah, the darkness gon' get you. You can say a prayer if it helps you. That cross won't protect you from the light, bringing lost angel. Shit, I only came to entertain you, but since we made ourselves a deal, you gon' be my fucking puppet till it breaks you. I'ma chain you to the ground, I'll enslave you. Look around, ain't nobody coming here to save you. I'ma take you way down, cause yeah, I know I've been around, but still I got some shit to prove, and I don't really give a fuck how it's gotta happen, but just know that you gotta fucking deal
It
with
is
the devil.
very
With
well
this. So shut up
produced.
and listen to play me some blues, and just know the choice
I was
that you
amazed.
made
The
today
first
will be
time I heard
last
this,
thing
like
that you
I've
ever
been in
choose.
awe ever since of this song. The production of this is ridiculous. Ren Slaughterhouse, thank you for being here. Get some rest. That song blows my mind every time. The production value of that song is ridiculous. And then add into it the fact that they were spitting bars the whole time. And then Ren's singing voice, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I love that song. Everything about that song. I love the whole album so far, but that's my favorite so far. Um, but I saw some people saying do the chapters and then take a break and do some of the love music in between, like break up the monotony a little bit. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I saw a live, which I know that you guys will show up for, but I also saw was it Sister Moon said that it would probably be better if I didn't do the chapters live, so that way I could actually focus as opposed to reading the chat while I'm watching the video. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to really think about that one. So I know it's gonna be one of the two that I'm gonna do next, but there's a couple of songs that everybody keeps suggesting. People want me to break down the bars in the Nas halftime remake or remix. You know, there's a couple of them that people have suggested. So I may throw in a couple of those videos in between the chapters to kind of break up the monotony just so that I can get to them. There's a couple other artists, you know, that I also need to make sure that I'm paying attention to because there's a lot of new music coming out. So y'all are gonna start seeing more of a range show up. So it's not going to be Ren all day, every day. I'm going to stay consistent with Ren just because that's where I want to be. But I have to make sure I cover the other stuff too. I hope you guys will take time out to jump on some of the other videos that I do. But there's a lot coming out. I am really excited. I mean, if y'all saw my Rock M reaction, you know, I'm excited that He's actually got an album dropping, and for anybody that knows old school hip hop, he has an album coming. Big Daddy Kane has an album coming. I hear tell that Public Enemy's working on a new album. Like it's a lot of old cats that's coming back outside. So I'm looking forward to getting back to them albums. And KRS-One is working on a new project. He has a new single. So I'm gonna be covering a lot of stuff. A lot of old school hip hop artists showing back up. I'm gonna be covering a lot of that stuff. Thank you, Sister Moon. Yeah, I mean, like one thing that you know for a fact is if you watch a video on my channel, you know it's somebody that I was actually interested in checking out. I'm not a trend chaser, so I'm not gonna be reacting to stuff just because other people are reacting to it. That's just if I don't want to hear it, I'm not gonna react to it because I'm too honest. So I'm not gonna be the one. I bet I got beat up a few times for that before because I've reacted to stuff that people told me to react to, and then I had to get on there and tell them that it was trash. People don't like when you tell them that their music is no good, so I just stay away from it half the time. Yeah, I've seen that in the comments before that it's half the time. I kind of hate that the comments have told me that though, because now I don't even have to pay attention to it. I'm already gonna go in knowing that. Rakim, Corrupt, yeah, Master Killer, yep, yep. Man, I can't wait for all this stuff. I've actually got some samples. That's another one. That's another one. I don't know about recently. I don't know. I've heard some of his more recent stuff. I don't I hate to say that the technical ability is gone, but if you go back to the early days, people used to argue with me all the time when Snoop Dogg came out, when the first album, Doggy Style came out, and then the Dog Pound's first album came out. And everybody was bumping those albums as they should have been because those are classic, iconic albums that changed the game. But even at that time, I said the only reason Snoop came first was because of his charisma, his voice, the swag that he had. Because Snoop has unbelievable swag. His swag is ridiculous. You Snoop is a vibe. You can't really explain anything else. You hear it like Snoop is a whole vibe, and everybody knew that that was gonna catch flames. You know what I'm saying? But as far as technical ability, I used to argue with people all the time. Corrupt was the best rapper, and the Corrupt was the best rapper on Death Row. At that time, Corrupt was the if you go back and listen to that Doggy Style album or the Dog Pound album, there was no Corrupt was the best rapper on Death Row. Then something happened down the road where he started not to rap as good as he did in them first like two, three, the first Dog Pound album, the first Snoop Dogg album, and then the second Dog Pound album, he was still, but then after he went solo, made a solo album, and then from that point on, it just kind of went left a little bit. So I'm looking forward to the new one. I'm hoping that we get classic Corrupt on the new one. Let me see. Conclude around music, love music. They should conclude around. If I do two chapters, then love music, they conclude around the same time. A lot of that stuff that I mingle in. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go back and check out, I haven't done it as much because that was a thing that me and my sister used to do all the time. But we actually have a playlist called Let's Go Back. We have a playlist called Blue Eyes Soul, and I have a playlist called Bringing the Passion Back, where we go back and we cover a lot of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done it as much recently because, like I said, that was a thing that me and my sister did together. And because my sister hasn't been able to join me in a while, you know what I mean? She's got life going on because she hasn't been able to join me. It just kind of didn't feel right doing them without her. You know what I mean? So I kind of only sprinkle them in here and there whenever I feel the mood to. But I need to get back into being more consistent with those because you're right. That I have a lot of insight to give and a lot of opinions about that stuff too. I just haven't. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. We may end up redoing some of the rim reactions, but yeah, Mac Diva, that's my sister. Thank you for going back and checking some of those old videos. Yeah, it's just her and I. We had a chemistry, and the funniest part about it was we didn't have the system, the technical stuff that we have now. And we're still looking to improve. But even some of the quality of some of those old videos wasn't so great. It was more about the energy that her and I had between each other that got people, engaged on the channel. So I miss my sister. I miss my sister, and I talk to her regularly, and hopefully we'll get her back soon. Um, but just be warned that when she does come back, my sister is raw. my my sister does not have a filter. So when she does come back, if you are sensitive, you might want to skip those videos because she don't have a filter. But it's so much fun. We have such a good time. But one thing she is she has a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge. Um, Sister Moon, sound on. Can you not hear me talking? Can y'all not hear my voice? Okay. Okay, good. Good. Okay, good. Yeah, if you guys are looking for the sound for the audio, it's not playing right now. That's why you don't hear any music, but hopefully you can still hear my voice. Okay, good. 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 Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. I don't hopefully my voice is not cutting out. Everything over here looks good, but hopefully yeah, there's no music playing right now. If you don't hear any music, then it's because I don't have any music on. Yeah, refreshed and got 3 ads. I know that's YouTube for you. All right, so let's go ahead and get on 5. Bad Company. I love this song too. Let's go ahead. My lips don't match up now. I look like you're watching a karate movie. Is that what that is? Laser child. I had to put my glasses on. I'm gonna play a song. Hopefully, we'll get caught up here. All right, Bad Company. Let's go. Can you guys hear that?
I got that ice cold blood pumping under my skin. But I've been out here causing trouble again. The CEO of the bad company, shutter your windows, lock the damn door, so we coming right in.
Okay, good.
Lost my mind on this molecular level. My head's in the gutter. My friends say I should get it together. Got some substances I love as much as my family members, and you can always count on family to get through the weather. When rains come and them lightning bolts like that sky, I'm a mess. Got no cleaner as the time passed by. Built all these castles in the sand, but I can't fight that tide. You might ask why, so let me just remind them why they say I'm bad company. Yeah, I'm a threat to myself. Talking to myself up in a mirror. Could I make it any clearer? At this point, they know I'm way
Laser
past
child with his
it.
glasses.
I never cared about the doctor's orders. I just play with the hand that I
Sister Moon.
so they say I'm bad company. Yeah, I'm a threat to myself.
We can all get together and go start some flash mobs off this song.
My way down this open road, rattling bones. And every step
Look, and then Gigi turns around and says the same thing I said. Great minds think alike.
Stumble along back home. This life's been cold. It's all that I've known. Now tell me just what the fuck is beginner's luck? 'Cause I'm a veteran of being alone. They say I'm bad company.
All right, fam.
But I don't act like I'm supposed to. I've heard they say no misery loves company, but I'm too goddamn
Old head takeovers, yes. Laser child, you gonna come join me? We gonna go out and flash mob. I don't know if the world wants to see me and Laser Child standing next to each other dancing.
Talking to myself up in a mirror. Could I make it any clearer? At this point, they know I'm way just play with the hand that I got dealt. So they say I'm bad company. Yeah, I'm a threat to myself.
You're right, GG. It is. It's an awesome song. It's an awesome song. But I'm gonna tell you, of the drops, and I don't know why. Maybe this is the old head in me, but of the drops that we reacted to, the videos, this was my favorite video. Doing the robot. This was my favorite video. I really enjoyed this video. Me and Laser. I'm telling you, I don't know if anybody wants to see that. I don't know if anybody wants to see that. Thank you so much, Music Life. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, go get your workout in. I need to do that later. I might not need to. I've been in the sauna all afternoon. The way that I'm sweating, I may not need no more. But I appreciate that. Those kind words mean the world to me. If you say, there you go. There you go. You spreading it. See, you spreading love. You spreading love. Playing this and somebody else heard it and see, hey, you and they can't help but ask who is that. The music is too good not to catch somebody's ear. Sister Moon, you said you want to see that? No, do your live reaction in the shower. We're gonna do the yeah, you a mess. I almost said something. Never mind. Let's move on into Asylum. Let's get this one out the way and we'll do some more. I can't with you, lazy child. Let's go.
The preacher sins on Sunday morning. The sheriff steps outside the law. The teachers don't know much at all, and it's all the same. Empires rise and empires fall.
Yeah, so you feel me then.
Through the darkness, we'll die upon this hill, and the only pill to swallow is the one that made you ill. In this virtual reality, it's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving, I'm holding on to still. The doctor is...
You know, one of my favorite parts of this song, and I'm sorry to cut it off, y'all, but one of my favorite parts of this song is the violins. Just listening to those violins play. Those things, even if you trying not to be emotional listening to the words, the violins end up just taking it over the top.
Your local dealer. The banker cuts himself a check. The politician you believe in is never around, just empty promises and death. As we wander through the darkness, we'll die upon this hill, and the only pill to swallow is the one that made you ill. In this virtual reality, it's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving that hasn't yet been killed. Where do we go when bound by the chains? When the tide gets low, I'll wait for the wave. Still I learn to let go with hope for change. When the world is an asylum, how do you stay safe?
When the world is an asylum, how do you stay safe?
Times change, but it's still the same thing played out on a constant loop.
Yeah, Webby's verse on here is crazy.
Wars wage on the centerfold stage, and the storyline's nothing new. While we draw lines in the sand decided by the chosen few, just for something to believe in, anything will do. And we throw spears over counterfeit fears while the kings and queens all watch. Brothers shed tears, but it falls on deaf ears in a land that God forgot. Still we thread hole through the hangman's rope and lose sight of what was lost, all for something to believe in. But was it worth the cost?
As we
I'm with you on that Shalom line.
darkness, we'll die upon this hill, and the only pill
I'm with you on that line.
is the one that makes us ill in this virtual reality. It's hard to see what's real. There's something left worth saving that hasn't yet been killed. Where do we go? When bound by the chains. When the tide gets low, I'll wait for the wave. Still I know to let go with hope.
Okay, Lisa, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for showing up in the first place.
Asylum, how do you stay sane? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Shalom, shalom.
Yeah, that was powerful right there.
In the dying of the light, there's a chance to be reborn. Hold on, hold on, hold on. A mother reaches for the needle. A baby's lost before it wakes. Without guidance for the people, it's all the same. Walls are built, walls will break.
It's our sanity, yeah. You know what's funny to me is so this song, Asylum, I said it a little bit earlier, Asylum and Down the Road, they tied with me. Both for separate reasons though. You know what I'm saying? Like Asylum is it connects me to me. It makes me feel it kind of makes me take a step back from this whole shit and kind of centers you, it grounds you. That song is really special. Down the Road draws me in. You know what I'm saying? Brings me back to it. but I love both of those songs. That one is those two are tied for me for number one on the album, which is hard to do because every song on the album has so much artistry to it that it's hard. Even this one that's about to come up next, I remember after I did a reaction to this one, I was talking about the vocals and I was talking about the deep tone that was in the voice, and a lot of people had told me that was Ren. And Webby actually got to me and told me that wasn't Ren, that was him that was doing the deep voice on this song, Me and My Monster. That was him doing the deeper voice. And he told me that was my monster. It was the monster that was doing that deep voice. It was Webby's monster. But a lot of people didn't know that was Webby. They thought that was Ren. I didn't know it. I thought it was Ren until Webby himself told me that it was him. So that was dope. That was dope. Webby has actually come in and talked to me a couple of times on the reactions, and that was an honor to have him come in and actually, connect with me and talk to me personally. You know what I mean? I still haven't gotten to talk to Ren yet. One of these days that's coming, but it's an honor just to be able to react to his music. So I feel like he's talking to me even when he ain't talking to me. But let's go ahead and get into Me and My Monster. And so we can listen to Webby's Monster. You're right. The placement on this album is perfect.
I don't know just why I'm like this. I've heard people around me say something's off, I'm not okay. 'Cause
keep bottled up.
It's just hard for me to imagine. I know he told me, I'm sorry. It is hard for me to imagine his voice getting that deep because Webby has such a unique, like cartoonish kind of character style voice. It is so hard for me to imagine his voice getting that deep. But it's him.
It's seeped into my veins, so I let the monster out the cage. Something's in the water, at least that's what I blame. I can feel a monster that wants to escape, scratching on my insides. No peace from a freak of nature. Cause recently my thoughts are driving me insane, pulling me apart by the seams in my brain, crawling on my windpipe. Wake the beast, time to meet your maker. So let me get the first thing first. I was curses, but I was born
I love
with
that
Nostradamus, like prophecies worse of fate. Pain shaped and the pain makes me not think straight. Brain checkmate, me restrained, substance 2 chains and a whole case to contain the pace of my train of thought. Cause it's all for morbid, more highly strong. And the soul is tortured, more highly strong from a new supported. And the more I want, more I feel awkward, like I'm caught in the storm and I'm lost to orbit. And for dust till dawn as opposed to forces itself to the surface. It's coming, it hurts, it's murderous, merciless monster that's lurking. I don't know just why.
Now I can tell y'all straight up from the technical, from the penmanship, from the technical, lyrical, aspect of the album. Me and My Monster might be the most technical lyrically, the way that they perform those lyrics on the album.
I'm like this, I've heard people around me say something's off, I'm not okay. Cause that darkness I keep bottled up is seeped into my veins.
Yeah, I do need to get back into the catalog a little bit more because I haven't heard the deep part yet.
Feel him as he creeps through the halls in my brain. And he's always hungry, gotta keep him fed. After years spent trying to expel him from in my head, he started under the bed till he made himself a home in the furthest depths of my psyche, to the marrow in my bones. He's that shadow that I cast, that reflection in the glass. He's that static in the silence telling me I'm not alone. In my DNA and that double helix, and either way, and I fucking feel it's too late to make a vacate. It's chained to my fate, maybe I'm crazy, or that my fucking spirit is just plain weak for letting him win. Or maybe destiny that we spend the rest of our natural lives together.
Yeah, Amanda, I seen when you sent me that message too, and I gotta be honest with you, I haven't like really dove into like the extent of his archive, the way that some others have. So I don't know if I'm the best person to give you that advice. I think some of the other people on here probably can do better at that than me.
People around me say something's off, I'm not okay. Cause that darkness I keep bottled up is seeped into my veins. Let the monster out the cage.
I would suggest what I always say is, well, I'll make my comment after this is over with. So here's what I would say to you, Amanda, from my perspective. Okay. A lot of the people on here are going to give you songs that you could go listen to, and I would check those songs out. But whenever I'm discovering a new artist, I go into the house. I walk into the house knowing that every artist has, different, they're giving you a piece of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I know going in that I may not like everything that they do. You know what I'm saying? So I always go in expecting not to like something, which is hard. It's just hard, but I know that I'm going to run across something that's not my favorite. So knowing that, I know that I've got to listen to more than just one song. So I go in and I listen to 2 or 3, maybe 4 songs, and I, click just to see, is this a pattern or is this a one-off? You know what I mean? So that first song that you listened to that turned you completely off might have been the one song that you didn't like, but because you didn't go past that one song, then you see what I'm saying? So just click a couple of them. Like honestly, that's what I did. That's what I did when I first found Ren and started reacting to it. I didn't know anything about what I was getting into. I just started clicking a couple of them. Luckily, I've liked every one of them so far. But there have been artists where my first introduction to them didn't go so well. My first introduction was trash. And I was like, nah, I'm not feeling that. But just as they're capable of making terrible songs, they're also capable of making awesome songs. Because I know a lot of trash artists that have somehow pulled a banger out of their hat somewhere. So it's just a matter of, are you invested enough to actually go find the ones that you like? So I don't know. I don't know that I'm the one because I haven't dug deep enough, but I would just say just click anyone. Just go past that first one, that you didn't like and see if you can find one that you do. And then try to find more like that one. You know what I'm saying? Webby actually, if you can get past, some people can't get past some of the things that he talk about. That's even like I talk about, like, you know, Public Enemy. You got artists like that, even KRS-One, some of those legendary rappers. Some people can't get past some of their topics sometimes because they're a little too strong for them. You know what I'm saying? But if you can get past what they're talking about and actually focus on their skill set, then you start to have more of an appreciation for the song as a whole, because now it's like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. You still may not buy. It's a lot of new trash that I don't like. I promise you. Um, Good to see you. Yeah, yeah, good to see you. Um, you definitely can't be sensitive listening to Webby. That's facts. Webby is one of those ones that will tell you exactly what's in their head. And you might not agree with it all, and that's okay. But I think that's like even Ren. That's where the conversations start. That's where the conversation starts, is being able to hear and say, okay, I don't agree with you, but I respect your stance. Now I did hear that one. Addicted to You is fire. I did a reaction to that one. Amanda, if you want to see a song that I thought was fire, go in the archive of the Webby songs that I have on oldheadsmedia and look at Addicted to You. I actually did a reaction to that. That song was fire. Yeah, no filter. See, that's what y'all better be worried about when my sister come back here. When my sister come back here, no filter. None. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, KRS-One, Sheila, but KRS-One, if you dig into the archive, KRS-One done went even harder than that song. But KRS-One, I guess he's not everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. That's okay. Working together. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the yeah, no more spoilers, but I am looking forward to that documentary. Writing this all down. Okay, great. Great. That's fair. Don't always feel comfortable with all Ren's music either. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. All right. So let's get into Smoking Gun.
Come easy, the champion come easy, the tonto come easy. Damage is done. I'm the one that smoking gun. It come easy.
Yeah.
Stuck
KRS
in my
One's
ways.
book.
Come easy.
This has nothing to do with the song we about to listen to, but since I saw it pop up on my screen about KRS-One's book, I have not had the opportunity to do it yet. But one of my things that I have to do, that's on my bucket list of things to do, I have to go I have to go to New York, to the Bronx, to the School of Hip Hop, to because KRS-One opened his own school, and he has a school. The School of Hip Hop, and basically, and bruh, I've got to go to that. I've got to go to that.
Contaminate the scene, damage is done. I'm the
That's
one
facts.
the smoking gun. The long arm of the law, they bust my front door. So I flushed £2, then I flushed 2 more. But I fucked up cause I left a pound in the drawer. Now I'm face down, getting fucked by the law. Oh shit, better dip and be
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
In a back room, we got 6 zips of shrooms. So I lick my lips and I sit to eat. Didn't get locked up, but I tripped for weeks. It come easy, the champion come easy, the tonto come.
I don't know why, for some reason, and I can't even, if you ask me, I can't even tell you why. When this song came out, when I reacted to this video, this one and this one and Mason Jar. This one and Mason Jar, for some reason, when they came out, I don't know, does that make me a bad guy? I could not stop playing these songs. They weren't even my favorite songs on the album, but for some reason, after I did the reaction, I could not stop listening to them songs. They just hooked me for some reason.
Come easy, damage is done. I'm the one that's smoking gun. It come easy, stuck in my ways. Come easy, contaminate the scenery. Damage is done. I'm the one that's smoking gun.
Met a chick named Jane with a thick ass frame. She's a nice cold bitch, but I love her the same. I come easy when she scream my name.
Oh, Ren.
Wait, bitch, what the fuck you saying?
Ah, shucks, my bad. I was hitting it too.
Fuck y'all, I'm
I
out.
guess I'm sticking with you, but I really wish I didn't. Hindsight's a bitch, cause 9 months later she had Webby's kid that came easy. Fresh out the womb, oh Jesus. What should I do? I called up the dude and he said,
Fuck you, and oh, by the way, you got syphilis too.
now I'm seething.
That's what you get.
So I breathe in, reach for the neck and squeeze him.
But that shit don't hurt, cause I'm still feeling all them shrooms from last verse.
Ah shit, wait Chris, are you feeling okay?
Well, the wall's kinda melting, but I'm otherwise straight.
Are you sure? Cause judging by the state you mate, you're a mess.
You're the one who's got a rash on his tank, you see. Mine cleared up in a
That's
couple
crazy.
of days.
But I don't got healthcare.
Well, that's a damn shame. Just try not to scratch it. I've got to run. And oh, by the way, say hi to my son.
Come easy, the champion come easy. The thunder gun come easy. Damage is done. I'm the one that's smoking gun. It come easy. Stuck in my ways, come easy.
Yeah. Effective hook writers. Yeah, because they catchy as hell.
Damage is done. I'm the one that's smoking gun.
Now it's 12 years later and the story's not done. Yeah, I know I sound like Chris, but I'm not. I'm the son. See, I never met my father, but they say I got his voice. And luckily for me, my mother wasn't pro-choice, so the dumb bitch had me. But my fucking stepdaddy, some British cocksucker, always mean and unhappy. And I just want to kill this motherfucker so bad. Oh shit, he just got home. Hi, Dad.
I'm not your father, bitch. Try and get it through your head. Your dad overdosed on mushrooms 12 years ago. He's dead. Otherwise, I wouldn't be stuck here, having to raise you, you little shameful, ungrateful brat. I hate you.
Sure, Dad. I mean, Mr. Ren, you got it. I'ma shoot this motherfucker with the gun up in my closet.
What you say?
I said, gum is stuck in my pocket. I don't know how I forgot it, but I should go and wash.
Fuck's sake. You really are autistic as your father was. I guess that's a result of a pregnancy with a lot of drugs. You should have been an abortion. Should've pulled the
Automobile?
plug.
You know what,
That
Mr.
shit
Ren? Why
was
don't you hold
hilarious.
that thought? Got the pistol from my closet, brought it downstairs quick, and then I held it out in front of me and aimed it at his dick.
Wait a second, little man. Hold on. Let's talk through this. Don't be foolish. Do you even know how to use it?
Yeah, I do actually. I looked it up on YouTube. You fucking dickhead.
I'm sorry, that song just went. Hey, I looked it up on YouTube. You can find out how to do anything on YouTube. You can teach yourself how to do open heart surgery on YouTube. Yeah, I do. I looked it up on YouTube. That zipper sound caught me too, child. Just had an ad about a pregnancy test, right? Hey, Tiff. Um, Listen, so there's a couple of songs, and this is as much as I love Webby, I love the craft work of Ren, right? But there's a couple of songs on this album where I'm listening to the rhyme structure, I'm listening to the technical ability of it, just various different things when I'm listening to the cadences and stuff like that. And there's a couple of songs on there, that having been one of them. Where Smoking Gun, I want to say The Monster, Me and My Monster, even though they both flipped the hell out of the tables on that one. There's a couple of songs where Webby, and I hate to say it, where Webby out-technicianed Ren, and I don't even want to say it like that, but there's a couple of them where Webby actually took control of the track. Where I'm, in those collabs, I'm used to Ren holding the reins of the track, and everything else is just a symptom of the track. But those couple of songs, Webby actually stood in and took control. All right, let's go ahead and let Tarantula play.
Tarantula, gang, gang, right from the stereo. Gargantuan, goddamn fit for a burial. Look, cannula, from my wrist, sick material. Look, chronically ill, sound for your area. I just let go, there's a crack in my design. Like an echo, these thoughts replay in my mind. There's no safety, there's no rest, there's no sleep for the dead. And I hate these side effects that get left by the man. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure and I might crack. And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
my identity
is stuck inside this white room I painted black. Tarantula, bang bang, contractor muscular. I'm venomous, brain fangs right through your jugular. Cutting your brains on the rug and your blood on the comforter. Part of me's Peter Parker, but bust my guns like the Punisher. I'm a rabbit arachnid, I'm trapping them in the web. Then I wrap them up like a package for afterwards in the shed. I'm carnivorous in the blood of these rappers, is how I'm fed. To live a death like Dexter, dark as the passenger in my head. And they know I'm a killer on the low, patient 00. Fuck a cheat code, my ammo's unlimited. I only stop when I gotta reload. I'm 20 below and the blood in me frozen. I painted this room only color I know. Yeah, I painted it black, I was dark as my soul. So fuck it, let's go. I got the devil on my shoulder, and the weight might break my back. I'm losing my composure and I might crash.
Yeah, you're right. His bars in there was insane.
And so they say that my persona
has a tendency to
come so undone that
my identity
is stuck inside this white room I painted black. Whoa, back to back, you can't catch that flow. Counteract the punch, price that blow. Chiropractic, back snapping, fat base, gymnastic, mash it up, massive, bro. Casual, this shit easy, G. Ride the beat, come on, you know me. Designed to beat the best, need the best.
That was one of my favorite parts too.
Yeah, we back on that loose again. Representing that loony bin. Give a fuck if I lose or win when that spider bite go right through the skin. Then I'm hit when I strike them bang. Got a monster locked up inside my brain. And wrestle with them's like fighting Bane. But I know that part of me likes the pain. Like a masochist, spider biting, antagonist, biting, sighting, paralysis, vital signs of a pathogen. Striking deep in the artery. Peter Parker, but dark as the black and bruise on the mark. I leave random web is still spread, you see. Got time to kill, murder on my mind. I'll give your spine a chill. Show up in silent hill, bumping twisted metal. Behind the wheel, we pose
That's
a threat.
right.
Pulling you under, hope you can hold your breath and kill them all until there's no one left. Tarantula.
Yo, they both snapped on that song. So my top three is, I wasn't gonna give y'all my order until we get to the end of the song or the end of the album, but my top three right now, and I guess I would say top two because I always do that, don't I? I can't put them in a tie. I have to choose. But Asylum and Down the Road. So I guess I would say actually Down the Road is my number one. Asylum would be my number two, and then Tarantula is my number three. Um, I just love the way I just love the way that they went in on that one. I love the back and forth. Um, it's just fire to me. Been around music, and all of a sudden, mumble rap and drill happened, and it was over with. Facts, facts. I've always been a passionate. I can tell you honestly, that's how, like I said, me and my sister even started this channel. For a long period of time, I wouldn't even listen to music anymore. I wouldn't listen to the radio. Let me say that. I wouldn't listen to newer music. Like if I was listening to music, it was definitely 2005 and older. I don't even know if I would go to 2005, but 2005 and older. If it wasn't older than that, like I didn't want to hear any of it. And there was a period of time where I just wouldn't even turn on the radio anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I did not like what was happening to music. it had become such garbage. There was no content in any songs anymore. I heard some technical ability in some of the artists that were coming out. Some people that actually had real penmanship, even with the singing, females, real vocals. And then I would listen to it and be like, why did you smother the actual talent with that bullshit? And I got to where I just didn't want to hear it no more. I was scared for music for a while. And then something happened. And yeah, I like that in no specific order. Um, but then something happens, and the old heads decided, yeah, we can't sit back and watch this shit. And you got all of your older artists that are out putting out albums now. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Watching all the old hip hop artists, watching all the old singers. You got singers, Keith Sweat, Johnny Gill. You got all the old singers that are coming out, putting out new albums now. All the rappers that are putting out new albums now. T.I. just came in and took the game back over. Old heads. Yeah, we're not gonna sit back and let y'all destroy this thing we love anymore. And they didn't came back outside. And it has been the most beautiful thing to watch. Most beautiful thing to watch. Um, but let's go ahead and get on into the next one. Mason Jar. There's another one of the ones that I just couldn't stop playing.
I've been on a
Self-destruction. Yes. 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 That's all I can say to that one. I didn't expect to see that brought up today.
cutting ketamine with a Home Depot card, and it's got me on a
Facts. Bitches and bling.
quarter ounce in a mushroom chocolate bar. Yeah, it's got me on a wave. I've been on a wave. Yeah, we're so high that JP forgot how to make beats. Now he's drumming on a mason jar. Yeah, I line up that kitty cat pretty fat, then I'm sniffing that lighter sicky, some sticky, then sip some whiskey to piggyback the effects as they get to me. I perfected the recipe with some acid to microdose and some excellent ecstasy. Go on, banjo kazooie, I got some 2C to boost me. I cop some kid up in Canada with them loonies and toonies. I'm in the room with some groupies and that cocaine on a plate that I microwave for 28 seconds and gave them a taste. I cut a gator for later, break up and roll in the reefer, stoner demeanor, eating pizza, playing Ghost of Tsushima. The graphics so realistic, I feel like I'm in Japan on ketamine like a horse. Them
It
crystals
is. It is, child.
just when I
But
thought I was zooted, JP been
it's
raising
so
the
catchy,
bar.
though.
Went from playing guitar, now he's fucking banging on jars. He's taking so many bong rips, it blasted him higher. But honestly, this beat is actually fire. I've been on a way, cutting ketamine with a Home Depot card, and it's got me on a way, quarter ounce in a mushroom.
I appreciate you,
chocolate
Liam.
bar. Yeah, it's got me on a way, I've been on a way. Yeah, we're so high that JP forgot how to make beats. Now he's
Yeah.
drumming
Watching
on a
Rakim with me, I
mason jar.
appreciate that, but that's not even the half of it. You're gonna see me cover a lot more of Rakim.
Push that baby, sometimes labels act so shady. That's my song, like fuck you, pay me. Never bite the hand that gives, motherfucker. I milk cartoons like the milkman's mother. Bulletproof bars, bullets bounce back, sucker. Click, clap, I'm the cover. My brother, compadre, amigo. Pass me the spliff and I hit like a free throw. Netflix kid getting high, watch a peep show. Scratch that itch in the belly when she deep throat. They sick, we're so vulgar, too old, too mature. When I'm older, hold this spliff, let JP take over. I'm so cooked, I need to get sober. I never made a verse this high. Webby man, I think I'm gonna die. Need to lie down with the lights out, time out. But to pass out on the couch, I'm not fucking about. Cause I'm tripping for Britain, the curtains are dripping. The music, skipping. Feel so sick, my
That
stomach
was
keeps
so
slipping.
sick.
One more hit, man, fuck it, we're living.
I'm surprised more people didn't catch that. I'm surprised more people didn't catch that. I had a couple people that got in the comments when I did my reaction to that song, and they said I was one of the only people that caught that skipping part, where the audio actually skipped in there with him. I'm surprised more people didn't catch that part.
Cutting ketamine with a Home Depot card, and it's got me on a
Hammy, yes.
quarter ounce in a mushroom chocolate bar. Yeah, it's got me
See, I had a lot of people that told me that I was one of the only people that mentioned it, but I'm glad. I'm glad most people caught it then. Like I told y'all, honestly, I don't watch other people. So, you know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and start that one at the beginning. I'm trying to read these chats and I forgot to stop it there. Good. Lots of reactors caught it. Thank you for the gift, We Jenny. Thank you so much for the gift. I'm actually okay, good. Because I don't go watch a lot of them, but I know that there were people that got in the comments and kept saying that I was one of the only people that caught that skipping. I'm glad then. Because that would have been disappointing to me, as obvious as that was, that most people didn't catch that. I'm glad to see you guys telling me that it was caught. All right. Let's go ahead and get on into silence. Let's go. I've been following these, try to see, which ones have the most, most plays. I think Caskets, man. Caskets is running away with it. Jenny said they probably watch you first. I got you. You ain't gonna ever hear me say that. But
The sound of silence, it sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence on these Brighton streets. Tommy Boy weighs down like 15 stellars on his ones like a cappella. The beginning of the end, this night was Alpha and Omega. Neco, Jaeger, bomb invader, stomach lining, vodka chaser. Drunken and disorderly, no ordinary
thank you.
He was
Jenny, you so kind.
Smashed, to put it lightly. Stumbles off his stool and calls the barmaid not politely. Dicey glances from security, certainly they get lively.
Changed my will to have caskets at my funeral.
Tommy Boy untidy. What a state you barred me. Procedure, he vacates the place to meet his dealer. Fetch a gram of white, a side of reefer. A shaky fate awaits the shady geezer. I need a couple of everything. Ecstasy, cocaine and ketamine. Nitrous amphetamine, masculine hit and a little blue pill so my dude stays stiff. Wasted, Tommy gets white boy wasted. That's white on the gums, can't taste it. Neck and knee then gun till your face shift. It's adjacent to the pavement. Stumble down Brighton pavement like it's fear and loathing in Vegas. There's a yank on the sidewalk pacing, so Tommy squares up like silence. It sounds so sweet.
I'm a Redo. I appreciate that, man.
On these Brighton streets.
You guys were so kind to me. You guys were so kind to me.
Only for a few days. Had a business conference Monday night, but then on Tuesday he went to see the sights and Ubered out to Brighton before he had that return flight to
It is, Katie. It is.
And you see now Timmy had the wife and kids at home, so what recent years he left to drink alone, but he's a whole ocean away. And when in Rome, what could go wrong was the mindset that he had that evening. Just one quick drink before leaving. Ordered a dirty martini, soaked in the sights he was seeing. Had to go and hit that water closet, and he had himself one hell of a piss. Walked back to the bar, left a real good tip, and he saw that his drink had a few more sips. So we drank it down and then walked outside, not knowing that he would be in for a ride. Cause all of a sudden he feels like he's high and his vision is blurring and he don't know why. Roofy, Timmy got day rape roofy, like that hangover movie. And now he's in for a doozy, feeling woozy. And he truly could barely stand upright when he ran into some British dickhead.
2400.
So Timmy squared up like
silence. It sounds so precipitating violence on these Brighton streets.
On a fateful night, on a Brighton street,
I still can't get over
two
that whole
lost souls they face and meet. One deranged on booze, and the other spiked with GHB. So face to face with bloodshot eyes, they sow the seeds of their demise. On this Brighton street, where the darkness looms, these two young men will meet their doom.
Swing on punch.
I dip and duck.
Get fucked, headbutt.
Whoa, what the fuck?
You Yankee cunt.
Wait, I've been drunk.
Well, I guess that makes two of us.
No, really, man. Wait, hear me out. Just come a little closer.
Yeah, you're right. You can visualize
Shit,
it.
free dental care.
My teeth is shit.
They were fucked up anyways. You're a brick.
Nah, classic American culturalist.
We are the culture.
Suck my dick and then wash it down with some Ozempic.
Wait, what?
You people are fat and dumb.
Oh, yeah? Well, at least we got guns. Ever since 1781, we've been on time. Lad, are you done? Not yet, you fuck. Here's an uppercut.
But I'm ducking down and I chuck his guard and I grab his coat and I pick him up.
But we both fell down because I kicked his nuts.
Get off me, you prick!
I can't, I'm stuck. I can't see straight.
No, really, get off, cause fuck, we're about to get hit by this bus! Silence. It sounds so sweet. Precipitating violence of these streets. The sound of silence. It sounds so precipitating on these Brighton streets. Nah, fuck it, I'm done.
You know, the most entertaining part about all this to me, this whole thing here, we're listening to the album and everything. I'm loving that. But I love it. I like if y'all see me, like I get lost in y'all chats and the comments that y'all make to me and the interaction y'all have with each other, man. This is so beautiful to me. Like, sappy moment. This is touching my heart. This is so beautiful to me to see people, you know what I'm saying, engaging with each other, having conversations. I haven't seen one negative bullshit, no shit starting, no nonsense in the chat. I haven't seen like just a bunch of people interacting, having a good time, conversing with each other, talking to me. I'm getting to interact with you guys. It's moments like these that make everything cool. It brings this is all part of that hope thing for me. You know what I'm saying? These are all part of why we do stuff like this. Why I do it. I can't speak for anybody else, but I love this. And I love y'all. I love y'all to death. I really do. Y'all mean more to me than you know. Which is why I always say it ain't nothing you can do about it. Regardless of what happens with this YouTube platform, y'all are my family. All right. Hey, let's go ahead and get on into it. Silence is also, I heard everybody else saying top 3. Silence is number 4 for me on the list. So, all right, let's go. Dr. Myers. Thank you, Judith, for the jewels. Thank you.
All my thoughts are turning blue.
Mr. Gaines, I appreciate you right back.
All my yesterdays are fading.
You're right. If only the world was like this. That's what I'm saying. That was a powerful comment that you made, but that's right. That's why this means so much to me. Being able to have a group of people, a family like this that interacts and that this is why this is so important. Again, this is the hope that Ren, so eagerly tries to instill in everyone. This is an example of it. This chat.
Every night I lay awake, waiting for the day to break, just to share another memory with you.
Dear diary, it's Jeremiah. I've been trying more to write because these nights get mighty long upon this ward right after light. The bedside lamp illuminates the trailing path of my pen. That's how I feel about it. Dr. Myers, my friend. You see, so Dr. Myers said that I'm responding so exquisitely and physically responsive to prescriptions on delivery. I'm fit to be walking out here in 3 weeks tops. I want to be just like the doctor when I grow up. Mommy said that we got lucky because we can't afford none. I'm getting let into this trial was a gift from the sun. And we got
appreciate that too, lady child.
Man, this doctor's my hero. He sometimes jokes around and calls me patient zero, cause my patience zero. I mean, I'm kinda hyper. I'm prone to be staying up and pulling all-nighters, and these side effects kind of make my sleeping a nightmare.
Austin, Texas, thank you.
Sometimes no saliva. The pain ain't stopping, but the doctor said patience. My patience is zero. I told you I hate it. The doctor said that it gets dark before dawn. Every rose has its thorns. Best to weather the storm. So 4 in the morning, I'll say goodnight. And if I sleep, then it's a blessing from the holy skies. Every night is a drag, but the daytime's nice, cause Dr. Myers will be there, so I know I'll be fine.
All my thoughts are turning blue. Tell me what's a boy to do. All my yesterdays are fading from the view. And every night I lay awake.
I appreciate you, Mr. Flying Heart. Thank you.
Just to share another memory with you.
Dr. Rick Myers, September 21st, Patient 13
I can
appears to be
understand that.
getting
It's
worse.
too close.
Seeming like these treatments not only failed to work, but have made his condition critical. Crippling adverse symptoms and side effects like the last 12 kids.
It definitely gives Stan vibes.
I gotta give myself distance from my feelings. This is science, nothing more. And so I hide behind that mindset anytime that I'm unsure. I was hired to find a cure, and so at times I come off heartless. But my job's to stay on target and bring this product to market. Gotta keep the funding coming, gotta finish what we started. Gotta crack some eggs to make this multi-million-dollar omelet. With these corporate pharma reps, and they've been breathing down my neck. And they're the ones who write the checks, really, what the fuck you expect? I got a wife and 2 boys of my own I gotta protect. So these kids at the clinic are just numbers I've written next to the date and time of the test. Nothing more, nothing less. Blame the parents if you want it. They sign a form of consent. But this Jeremiah kid, there I go again. Patient 13, I mean, something about him's different. Says he wants to be like me, and so I say that he'll become
I agree with
an
that
even
sentiment,
better doctor.
Jenny.
Knowing that day
I
will
agree
never
with
come.
that.
His pulse has been getting weaker. Now there's fluid in his lungs.
Dr. Myers?
Get some rest, patient 0. We're almost
All
done.
my thoughts are turning blue. Tell me what's the boy to do. All my yesterdays are fading from the view. And every night I lay awake, waiting for the day to break, just to share another memory with you.
Dr. Rick Myers, September 29th, patient 13, didn't
Well,
make it through the night.
this part of the
His
song
name
was
Jeremiah, and he loved
hard
to read and write.
to
And I
listen
can't
to
help but feel responsible. I gotta make this right. Gotta find that breakthrough, gotta give the company something, or else I'm afraid they'll start to lose interest and pull their funding. So I studied every study and double-checked every entry in the journal I've been writing, just hoping something will catch me. Didn't sleep for 3 days till I figured it out. And once I did, I knew that I could realistically vouch to have it finished up by Christmas. So I called and set a meet so I could tell my bosses I was just weeks away from complete. Little patient 13 and the 12 who came before him, and the sacrifice they gave us would be for something important. For the science to prevail, gotta learn to live with the losses. I repeated in my thoughts as I went to step in the office. Hey, I'm here for the meeting.
Oh yes, Dr. Michaels, have a seat.
It's Myers. Just you here today?
Well, you know how busy things get.
Right. Okay, well, anyways, I finally had a breakthrough in the research with the formula, and it's actually...
Okay, let me just stop you right there.
But...
We've decided to go in a different direction with the funding.
What?
Well, there's this new weight loss product in trials right now. Gila Monster Venom, actually.
Gila
Yeah.
Monster?
Everyone's really
Michael
excited about it
Myers.
over here.
But kids died on my watch.
Listen, we are so sorry to hear that.
You're sorry?
And we want to thank you so much for your hard work, Dr. Michaels.
Myers.
Sure, and you really are one of our best and brightest.
But...
Listen, I'm sure we'll have another project with your name on it very soon.
No. Listen,
Great, I'll have my assistant reach out.
Assistant?
Have yourself a nice day.
All my thoughts are turning blue. Tell me what's the boy to do. All my yesterdays are fading from the view. And every night I lay awake, waiting for the day to break, just to share another memory with you.
Yeah, that was hard. It was hard. It was hard to listen to the flat line. The hardest part for me though was listening to the ending that when he went in to go tell the board or whoever it was that they had finally came up with something. And it was like, yeah, we're decided to go in another direction. That part made me angry. It didn't break my heart the way that I thought it would have. It pissed me off. That part made me angry. Matters that you hear now. That's facts. All that matters is that you hear now. All right. Let's move on into Caskets. This is the first time, transparently, that I have played this song since reacting to it. Y'all know if you watched my reaction that I couldn't take the reaction, so I didn't have any commentary, nothing to give to that video at all. Everybody's been saying watch it without the video because maybe that's what it was. It was like the combination of everything just got to be overwhelming, got to be too much. Fortunately, you guys are actually going to help me listen to this because I'm so distracted, listening to the album at the same time while I'm reading your chats. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to help me make it through this without getting too sucked in. So y'all, I may have a pass on the second one, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Caskets.
If I don't wake tomorrow morning, empty shoes on the side of the hall, and if my number stops calling, picture frames hanging up by the door, you try to reach right in and hold on
hands,
to
everyone.
the little things, but they slip away. But it's okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Seeing that and not seeing the loss.
Know that I had the time of my life. So remember me and smile.
That's what everybody keeps telling me. So better without the video.
So it goes until the casket's closed. And if you get that sinking feeling, thinking about the time we shared, I hope it helps you with your healing. Knowing that I wasn't scared, I savored everything. I pressed the world up against my skin. I was lucky, I guess. I always found the beauty in the mess. You gotta hold on to the little things, but you gotta let go just a little bit. When another one goes, one will find their wings. Then they'll find
Oh, Judy. Hey, I got to pause for a second, y'all. Judy, my condolences to your family and to you and to all your loved ones for your grandfather.
The unknown and the changing tides. The sun sets low on an endless sky. So much we don't know, I don't know why. But I'll be fine, 'cause I had a hell of a time. Know that I had the time of my life. So remember me and smile. All of the souls heading back home down a one-way road. So it goes until the casket's closed. Raise a toast as the curtains close and the sunset fades to black. So the story goes, we all walk with ghosts, no one-way tickets back. The casualties of our memories that slip right through the cracks. All the inside jokes and the times we spoke will stay.
That's pretty awesome, Sister Moon.
You gotta hold on to the little things, but you gotta let go just a little bit. I guess we'll never know what tomorrow brings, but just know you're not alone in the thick of it. I know it feels cold when the casket's closed. Stories untold on a headstone. For those who grow old, it'll fly by in the blink of an eye. So we'll have a hell of a time. Know that we'll have the time of our lives. So remember us and smile. All of the souls heading back home down a one-way road. So it goes until the casket's closed. We'll have a hell of a time. Know that we'll have the time of our lives.
Okay, you made a video to this. Where do I? Is it on your channel? Send me if you see my email in the description, Mr. Gaines, if you see the email in my description after this video reposts to YouTube, do me a favor and send the link to it for me so I can check that out. I'll definitely take a look at it. Send the link for me so I can take a look at it, and that'd be dope. That'd be dope. You're right, guys. It helped, like I said, that I was reading the chat and stuff like that at the same time. But I was also listening to the words back and playing. My favorite part is listening to that trumpet. I love that trumpet. But or the bugle, but sitting back and listening to that again, you're right. It is a little bit more uplifting listening to it without the visuals of watching the passing away and the connection of the people and family members and this, that, and other. But listening to the song, you can start to see it a little bit differently. I actually enjoyed listening to it that time. I actually really enjoyed listening to it that time. Now I'm not afraid to listen to it. So I'll probably go back and play it again. Um, but I purposely stayed away from it. Like it triggered me so bad that first time, but now I realize, like you guys said, that it was the visuals. Um, so I'm definitely, I really appreciated that this time. It's not the death factor; it's watching the moment spent with friends. Um, Honestly, for me, when I was watching the video, of course, I had, I mentioned, the stuff that was going on with family. um, during when I reacted to that video, and that all hit me. But I think what really hit me more than anything in that video, and when it all like came full circle and just kind of broke the dam for me, is when I watched the guy um, alone, and watching him with seeing him in the video where the loved one, what I'm saying, the wife, and just and watching those different moments in life, and then watching the guy sit there alone, and I guess me being a guy. You know what I'm saying? And me being a guy's guys, and me being a person that loves love and is super connected to people and loves companionship and stuff like that. And seeing that, and then uh, the thought of that, of sitting there. And yeah, that part, hell, thinking about it is breaking me now. So let's go ahead. I just got done saying the song was uplifting. Now I got pictures of the video going through my brain right this second. Let's get on to it. End of the world. End of the world. This was a crazy one, but let's go ahead and get into it. Excuse me. I did that 14 years. Amaretto. I did that 14 years OTR. I tell you what, I tell everybody that driving truck over the road isn't a job, it's a lifestyle. It literally changes everything about your life. So I know exactly what you're going through.
Get up, buckle up, knuckle down, bust your bubble, shopping for some hope in the dust and the rubble, yeah.
Right,
Wash
right.
your wings, feet to keep you scared. Buy your reinforced bunker so you're well prepared. Medication corporation TV screens collectively collapsing the American dream. And keep up your 9 to 5 to play the slot machine. And keep on watching this apocalypse, hypocrisy. Here's rife in the Senate, politicians are the men in queue. Collision course that we should have all prevented. Hey, we're gonna die, sugar, it's okay. Just another supernova in the Milky Way. I call 911 666 911 on a rocket ship to Mars when they block the sun. Blow it up, atomic energy with hydrogen. Here's a serving of Corona for your dying lungs. Cough it up, hey, hey, it's the price we pay. It's the fate of the human race. So much dumb potential gone waste.
I have dealt with family members with dementia. That disease is not fair. None of them are fair, but that disease to watch what happens, it's not fair.
I feel great, so come on. Welcome to the end of the world.
Mikey Ward, trucker.
Heavy metals that are blowing on the breeze. The smoke from the wildfires, I could barely breathe. Whales washing up on them rising seas. And got a bunch of fucking plastic in my mac and cheese. Yeah, the food's all poison, so we're all sick. Trade a double quarter pounder for a chemo drip. Soak it up while we argue about the politics. And keep a full speed sprint toward apocalypse.
Thank you, Bonjo.
I know AI's got us in that scope. And when they choose to terminate us, and that's all she wrote. Feel like God went ghost and they monetize hope. While they sell
It may not be in this description yet because it didn't give me the option to put it in here for the live, but when it uploads in a little while, when it uploads for the playback, it'll have the email in the description.
Hey, it's the end of days, nothing left that we could say. 'Cause it looks like we're fucked either way. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great, so come on. Welcome to the end of the world.
That damn kazoo.
Welcome Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay to be fine. Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great. So come on. Welcome to the end of the world. Welcome to the end of the day. See the chemtrail clouds on a summer's day in the sky. Watching as the fires rage and the polar bears drown. Baby, it's okay.
Yeah, you can hear it in the kazoo.
Don't forget to medicate. It's a sick, sick world, but I feel great. So come on. Welcome to the end of the world. One more time. Or not.
Yeah, I bet you nobody planned to hear the kazoo anywhere on this album. That's that song, that part of the song right there caught me every time. That was so fun. They could have played that through the whole song. They could have rapped over the top of the kazoo. That would have been a banger. I would have absolutely loved that. Rapping over the top of the kazoo. You're right. It's not possible to. That is a motherfucking kazoo. You're right. Boy, all I can see is the Muppet Show. That's every time he plays that, I get the Muppet Show in my head. Okay. I think I caught up. We can see people probably came over to me in the customer live. All right. I'm gonna go ahead. We on the final track. We'll go ahead and get this one out the way. I'll give y'all my perception of the way that I view, the whole album as a whole. I think y'all already know, though. I love the whole album. I mean, I'm really not going to have nothing to say about it that y'all haven't already heard. But give me a chance to chat with y'all again for a little bit before we get up out of here. Lunatic Lullaby. That's I think that this was the perfect song to end with, too. For reasons that don't even need to be explained. Let's go. This song is it's one of those songs that even if they hadn't given you a video or a visual to this song, as you're listening to this song, your brain would have created that visual anyway. Like your brain would have automatically seen this video without having seen the video. That's how this song was created. Okay, we'll see you. That's the most important. Yeah. Just close your eyes and listen to it. I can listen to that guitar all day.
remember swinging like a pendulum by my umbilical cord. The surgeon held me up proudly like a prized fish, and all I could think was put me back. Put me back. To be violently ejected from the safety of the womb into this Tartarian nightmare felt cruel. I looked up at my mother, once my home, and now the orchestrator of my exile, and I felt deserted. I feel this feeling again, with everyone that I'd ever loved. I remember summoning a burst of air from my
No,
diaphragm,
I did not
and
know
it
that that
ripped
was
through
Kai
the
playing the
tiny
guitar.
string
I'm
fibers
watching
in my
y'all chat
vocal
right
cords,
now, and it actually is blowing my mind because I
terrible
literally thought
sound.
that that was Ren.
A giant ugly
I did not know that that was Kai.
hoisted my tiny writhing body onto a
I haven't watched the
sterilized
behind the
surface
scenes or
and
anything
began
like that
hacking
for
at my
this song.
umbilical
I haven't
cord
watched
with
any
a
of that.
stainless
So
steel
I know
scalpel.
Ren's been putting stuff on his Patreon, but I haven't watched any of that stuff. I did not know. I thought it was Ren. My bad, Kai, because I've been giving Ren props for your stuff.
And she smiled. How can you smile at a time like this? What is this world? I quickly realized that I did not belong here. The one thing that brought solace, that brought
Yeah, I
peace,
did know that Kai played Cujo.
was
I
the
did know
rhythmic
that.
beat emanating from my mother's heart monitor. I remember it clearly now. It beat like a metronome. Steady. Rhythmically.
That would be funny. A Family Guy skit
And
to
all of a
this.
sudden, I could hear music. Yeah, I could hear music. And in that music, I could hear the heartbeat
Tartarian.
of the universe. Primal, connected, formless yet with form. Empty spaces filled with bursts of matter. And I was enamored. I was in awe. I was at the altar of gods. I knew I had to pursue this feeling every day, or I would surely die.
Y'all, that was, man, I enjoyed the shit out of that. I enjoyed the shit out of that. Listen to it. That's the first time that I've listened to it in order like that. And honestly, I've got my, like I said, when I told y'all earlier, I've got my top. But as we were listening to it, I kind of was playing with, I was kind of battling myself. I have my definite, um, I have my definite top three. But as far as the rest of the album goes, I don't think I can put anything in order. Like I like all of them equally. You know, my number one is Down the Road. Everybody knows that. Asylum, you know what I'm saying? And then Tarantula. And then after that, I think everything, it's like 1, 2, 3, and then 4, the whole list. Because I can't, there's no separation to me. The whole damn thing is a banger. It's a banger. The beautiful thing about Ren's music is, I always say there's a difference between real listeners and casual listeners. You know what I'm saying? Some people listen to music just to catch a vibe. Some people actually listen to the music to listen to the music. Um, and of course, Lisa, I understand that. You know what I'm saying? When you're putting that in context of the album, yeah, Lunatic Lullaby would probably be the least favorite because um it's not something like it's something that really doesn't have anything that you can vibe to. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm listening to the album, I'm listening to Ren stuff, and like I said, you got people that'll listen to it, and they'll listen to it to see if they can catch just the vibe, something that can get them moving, this, that, and the other. And it's like, okay, I like that, and they'll listen to the, technical abilities, and oh man, he's flipping, and he's got the doubles and triples and the cadence, and of course, I pay attention. I pay attention to all that stuff too. But then the real listeners are the ones like you guys. The real listeners are the ones that say, okay, wait a minute, hold on, what is it saying? What did he mean when he said that? You know what I'm saying? That allow yourself to go inside just the outside. Open the book, so to speak. Um, there aren't a lot of those in today's society. Everybody's looking at the covers. Everybody's looking at the pictures. Not many people are reading the book. Ren is one of those people that if you're there just to look at the covers and look at the pictures, he'll give you that. It's good enough to where his covers and his pictures will still keep you. But if by chance you were to open the damn thing and actually read the book, there's that in there too. He's not one of those guys that gives you one or the other. He's one of those guys that whatever you're looking for, you can find it in his music. Um, and that is fire to me. And the thing that attracts me most to Ren is Ren. It was the music that attracted me to him. But as I've been around and as I'm starting to really like listen to him and pay attention to him, the music is a bonus. It's not even the music anymore that keeps me attracted to him. Um, it's actually him that keeps me attracted to him. I want to hear more of his music because of who he is, his heart, the passion that he puts into his music, how much I know he absolutely loves music. His heartbeat is music. Um, how much he cares for his fans, how much he detests the structure. Um, like all those things, the humility that is in him. I hear conversations all the time where he's talking about this or that and the other, and I've never heard him say, well, me, well, well, because of he's always talking about like he knows perfectly how to answer a question in a way that where it takes the spotlight off of him and makes sure everybody else gets their just due. Without even having to say their name, he makes you focus on other things. Um, and it's that humility, it's that hopeful Ren, it's that heart-filled, that loving Ren, it's the passionate Ren, it's the caring Ren, it's the, it's all of those things that even get me to want to listen to more of his music before I can start getting into all his technical abilities and the rhyme structures and the how dope the song was and the guitar playing and all that other kind of stuff. Before I can even get into any of that stuff, it's him that makes me want to go down this rabbit hole. I love this guy. I really do. I love what he stands for. Now, I ain't putting nobody on no pedestal, but this is the kind of guy that we need to hear more of. These are the kind of guys that can inspire change. Now we just need more of us, which I think is dope because I know you guys do a good job of spreading his music. And once somebody hears his music, I can attest to, once you hear his music, you're going to want to hear more. You are, unless you're just so far gone, there's no hope for you. But you're gonna want it. You're gonna want to hear more. Um, I'm sorry, I've lost this chat because I've gone into my own little rant right this second, and I need to see if you guys have said anything or asked me any questions. That's right, not a call. It's a book club. Um, let me make sure I didn't miss anything while I was sitting up here running my mouth. Yeah, it's hard. You can't choose. I got a couple of them that I'm really drawn to, but I can't really choose. Um, my favorites after that. I do agree that Lunatic Lullaby was in the spot that it should have been. I think the placement of this album, all the songs were perfectly placed. Like I think this is something that they took time and actually really, really, really thought about the placement of each one of these songs. And I think that they are all perfectly placed exactly where they should be. That's something that I can't, I can't have any complaints about at all. Everything was put exactly where it was supposed to be. Yeah, hope for a brighter future. I'm with you. Deep listener. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Me and My Monster. Technically, Me and My Monster might have been one of my favorites, but as far as like a song, um, I gave you my three favorites. But Me and My Monster technically was ridiculous. I can't wait to get into the love music series. Patty, thank you for joining. Thank you. Wait till you listen to the chapters. I don't know from the comments that I mean, I'm not. I'm gonna do it. I'm a man up. I'm gonna do it. What do they? I'm a man. Damn it. I'm gonna do it. But from the comments that y'all have been giving me in some of the previous reactions chats, um, I'm kind of nervous about the chapters. I'm kind of nervous about the chapters. Y'all have let me know that I'm in for a ride with the chapters. The one thing that makes me supremely eager for the chapters, if y'all have also told me that there's a song at the end of each one of the chapters. I'm looking forward to that. But I'm not looking forward to the part that's going to tear me up. Let me see. That's why they asked reactors during the whole album to do it in order. Yeah. Yeah. It was perfectly placed. Says love music. If he didn't love and respect Ren enough, this will seal the deal. I mean, it's already too late for that, but damn. You know, I would not doubt that. Amaretto, I would not doubt that. You know what's funny is I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch that, but I would not doubt that, knowing them. I'm gonna be doing more. I'm gonna be doing, but I mean, to be honest with you, last week when we did the first live, I told everybody, I had just started my channel. I'm not a super technical person, so I'm only like a year and something in, and I'm learning all this stuff as I go. I didn't know how to do it. I would love to be able to spend more time with y'all live. I really enjoy this, but it wasn't something that I knew how to do or anything like that. I was learning it. I don't have a Twitch yet. I don't have any of that kind of stuff yet. I've been talking about trying to get that stuff going. Anyway, long story short, last week was my very first live. I had never done a live before. But I'm enjoying it so much that you're going to get more of these. I promise. Moral compass and his views. That's one of the things that I'm enjoying so far too, is that he doesn't change. That his perspective and his views and all, like, it doesn't change. No, no, I did put off listening to it. Lisa, y'all don't sound like a cult. I know how fan bases work. Hey, you forget I grew up in the era of Michael Jackson and Prince and all that. Like, I know what fan bases look like. So you don't sound like a cult. Um, but to be honest with you, until I started really listening to him, I didn't get it. I knew y'all were loving on him for a reason. I knew that, you guys wanted to see the reactions. I knew it was for a reason, but I didn't get it until I actually started digging into it myself. And as I started digging into it, I was like, oh, because I was just talking, me and Laser Child, popping his name out there, name dropping. But me and Laser Child were talking just the other day. And I told him I don't know what happened to me because I've become addicted to reacting to Ren. Like, Ren has taken over my channel. And I don't even know how it happened, but I can't stop it. Like, I'm in love with reacting to Ren. Um, so no, I understand it. It's not a cult, but I understand exactly how you guys. I understand exactly what this is because I'm part of it now. So if this is a cult, I'm a member. How about that? I'm glad. I'm glad that you didn't have to miss it this time. Thank you. I appreciate it. I don't talk. Well, interesting and engaging. But thank you guys. Thank you guys. I have a blast on here just sitting and talking to you guys, answering your questions, interacting, going back and forth. I have more fun watching the chat and watching you guys interact with each other. That just melts my heart watching that. Somebody can be a little annoying. Now, I've had a few people get on me But I understand it. It comes with the territory. There's very few things that can actually get under my skin or can make me feel a type of way. The only time it really makes me feel a type of way is when I feel like I'm not giving you guys the best of myself, or when I feel like somehow I've let you guys down on something. Sometimes I take that to heart. And then I have to realize, okay, it only came from one person. Nobody else has said it. So move on. Because if it was really a thing bothering everybody, everybody would say something about it. There's a thing that Ren to me stands for, and I've actually got the picture of it over here on my wall. And it's actually like, I got a lot of street art and stuff like that. I've always had this kind of stuff in my office. But on my wall over there, I got the one hanging up that says "One people, one world, one love" by Marley. But anyway, that makes me think of Ren. But that right there is the very definition of what I see in this chat right here. And like every time I see you, that right there, and that brings that to life. You guys do. Laser Child, are you my new best friend? I said, yep, one love. One love. All right. Well, you guys have been so gracious to jump on with me again and spend what we got now 2.5 hours on here with me. So I love you guys. Hey, thank you so much, Mr. Flying Heart. Yeah, I'm still working on getting a couple other things put back here. Um, but I actually like this better than the one I had before. The only I missed the wood grain. I missed the natural aesthetic of the wood grain, but this gives me a little bit more space to move around in here, and so I have a little bit more room to show a little bit more of what's going on. I still got more books to put up. I still got more decorations. But anyway, it's still a work in progress, but we're closer to the end than we are the beginning, so that's good for me. Um, Thank you again, you guys, for joining me. Like I always tell you, I love you. There ain't a damn thing you can do about it. And yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, it's not just lip service. I love you guys to death. All right. Um, we'll talk to you soon. I gotta wait for YouTube to process this, but it'll be up on YouTube shortly. All right. Make sure you share. Make sure you've hit the like button before you leave up out of here. All right.